In America, every day, stories unfold that force us to confront uncomfortable truths about justice and about ourselves. Some of these stories make headlines. Most never do. Today, you'll hear about one of them. A story about a man, a park bench, and a police officer who thought he was doing his job, but ended up facing the consequences of his own prejudice. This is Justice in Black and White. It was a quiet, sunny afternoon in a small American town. The kind of day when the air is warm, the breeze is light, and the world feels peaceful. Families strolled along the walking paths, holding hands. Children laughed near the fountain, chasing the spray of water as it caught the sunlight. A man selling ice cream rang his bell every few minutes, and somewhere, a dog barked excitedly as it chased after a ball. And then, off to the side, on a wooden bench worn smooth by years of use, sat a man. His name? Marcus Davis. To anyone passing by, he was just another person enjoying a moment of quiet. But Marcus was not just another man. He sat in jeans, a simple t-shirt, and a baseball cap pulled low. A paperback book rested in his hands, the kind you read not to pass the time, but to escape from it. To the casual observer, there was nothing unusual about him. But Marcus was a man with a demanding job, a job where mistakes were costly and calm moments were rare. In the park, he had a rare chance to breathe. But while Marcus saw this as an ordinary afternoon, someone else saw something very different. Officer Harkens was on patrol. He'd walked this route 100 times before. He knew the layout, the faces, the regulars. His eyes moved with a certain rhythm, scanning, evaluating, deciding. For Harkens, suspicious wasn't always about what someone did. Sometimes it was about what someone looked like. And when his gaze landed on Marcus, a lone man, dark-skinned, sitting quietly, not smiling, something in his mind triggered. Doesn't look like he belongs here, the officer thought. That single thought, built on nothing but assumption, set the next event in motion. Harkens adjusted his belt, resting his palm casually on the grip of his holster. He walked toward Marcus with slow, deliberate steps. "Hey, you live around here." Marcus looked up from his book, the sunlight catching in his eyes. "Excuse me." "I asked if you live around here," Harkens repeated, his voice carrying that edge of authority. "We've had reports." Marcus set the book down on the bench beside him. "Officer, am I doing something wrong?" "That's what I'm here to find out," Harkens replied, already pulling out his notepad. "Let me see some ID." Marcus hesitated. He had been in situations like this before, far too many times. He knew the tone, the body language, the way a conversation could turn. "Am I being detained?" he asked, his voice calm but firm. "Yes," Harkens snapped. "Now, stand up." What happened next was fast, too fast. Harkens grabbed Marcus's arm, yanked him up from the bench, and twisted his wrist behind his back. The cold steel of the handcuffs clicked into place as the officer began reading him his rights. Around them, the park's peaceful rhythm shattered. Mothers pulled their children closer. Joggers slowed to watch. Phones came out, recording. Marcus didn't resist. He didn't raise his voice. He simply stood there, feeling the cuffs tighten. And then he spoke. "Officer, I suggest you call your chief. Tell him you just arrested Special Agent Marcus Davis, FBI." For a moment, the world seemed to freeze. "What?" Harkens said, laughing in disbelief. Marcus repeated, slower this time. "Special Agent Marcus Davis." From his wallet, Marcus produced a badge, gleaming in the sunlight. The gold shield and the letters FBI left no room for doubt. Harkens' face shifted, from smug confidence to pale embarrassment in seconds. Within minutes, backup arrived, but not to help Officer Harkens. The police chief himself rushed over, his face tight with worry. "Marcus, I am so sorry. This shouldn't have happened." Marcus looked him straight in the eye. "You're right. It shouldn't have, but it does. Every single day." The cuffs came off. Harkens mumbled an apology, but Marcus didn't acknowledge it. He picked up his book, took a deep breath, and sat back down. The park was silent now. People were still recording, and the officer walked away in shame. That day, Officer Harkens learned a lesson the hard way. Not every man sitting on a park bench is a threat. Not every person of color is out of place. When you act on prejudice instead of facts, you risk more than just your job. You risk your integrity, your community's trust, and your own humanity. Marcus never filed charges. The incident was reviewed internally, and Harkens, he was ordered to undergo months of bias training, though Marcus knew that changing a mindset is far harder than completing a course. For Marcus, it was just another reminder that even with a badge, even with authority, even with the law on your side, skin color still shapes the way people see you. This is a reality, and until it changes, stories like this will keep happening. This has been Justice in Black and White, because the truth is never just one shade.